Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I am your host, Karena Calhoun. I'm your expert life strategist, and I am super thrilled. You all know I say this all the time, but I have to be very, very blunt with you all. Today is different. Today is really, really different because today we have on the show three amazing, talented, intelligent, beautiful young ladies that have hit the ground running, and they're impacting the people that will be leading our future. And this episode is extremely near and dear to my heart because I love the young people. I love what they stand for. I love what they're doing. And I'm going to stop talking in a minute because I could go on about how I am just absolutely impressed with what these young ladies are doing here in the Richmond area and beyond. So today I have the Manns sisters, and one of you tell us, where in the world are you located?
We are located in Richmond, Virginia, on the East Coast of the USA right now.
I love it. So introduce yourselves to us, and you go in the order that you want. That's perfectly okay.
Let the oldest go first.
Hey, I'm the oldest. My name is Destiny Manns, born and raised in Ghana. I am, I think every day that I get to work with my sisters, I know a lot of people say, like, don't work with your family, but I love that I can work with my sisters and kind of bring in and let out value with my sisters into society. So, and I think we work well together. I love to cook. I love to eat. And I'm very passionate I love learning about like money and economics and how money works and how to get that information and financial literacy out to the world. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm getting my bachelor's degree.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And Destiny, one thing you really hit on is that you love working with your sisters. And a lot of times people say, don't work with family, but yet again, another example of how you all are crushing barriers and negative connotations. So amazing. Who's next?
I am the second oldest. My name is Aasha Manns. I am also born and raised in Ghana, West Africa. I am going for my sociology degree and psychology minor degree at Virginia Commonwealth University, where Destiny and I both attend. A little bit about me is that I am the event coordinator for my African Student Union here. I am the treasurer for my Leadership Women of Color organization here at VCU, and I am also the founder, as my other two sisters are, of Kids to Kids Coaching. That's a little bit about me.
I love it. And you, Miss Lady, are next. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Imahkus Manns. I am the other founder of Kids to Kids Coaching. I'm the middle child of the five of us. We are a total of 5 kids, so I'm the middle child. I attend the University of Virginia. I love working with kids. I love impacting kids' lives. And so this, of course, Kids to Kids Coaching is about impacting the lives of kids and the future generations. So that's how it's such a connected with my values as well. And and I am also involved in the Black Student Alliance here at University of Virginia. And that's a little bit about me.
Absolutely amazing. So we have Destiny, Aasha, and Imahkus. So tell us, and you all decide who speaks, who goes first, whatever the case may be. I'm sure you're used to this by now. But how did you all get started in business together? And then we'll go into the business that you actually have and how you're serving the world around you. But how did you all get started?
Yeah, I can get started on that. So like we all said, we were born and raised in Ghana. My mom is African Ghanaian and my dad is African American. And we were raised kind of like holistically. My dad is a chiropractor. So we were, and he is the type of person, and my mom as well, where whatever they learned, and they actively went to learn about like business, about relationships, about family, and how to kind of make sure that we prospered. And they were able to pour that into us. So in 2014, my dad had this big goal, big dream that by the age of 40, he would retire and take his family traveling around the world. And that's what we did. So in 2014, November 2014, I think I was like 13 years old, packed up all our belongings and just set off traveling. We were homeschooled already. We've been homeschooled our whole lives. So that was a seamless transition when it came to our education. And it has been a wild ride. By the time we were done, definitely ready to settle down. But now we can call the globe or the world our home. And we having the confidence to just go out there and know that we can travel and, you know, be alone and be uncomfortable and go through adversity and all that stuff. We learned so much, met incredible people. And these people that we met kind of really got us started thinking about what this world needs. And I'm actually going to let Aasha talk about kind of how Kids to Kids really got started from our travels.
Yeah, so we traveled over the course of 5 years. So it was from 2014 till 2019 where my older sister and I went to VCU. We lived in 20 countries, 32 cities, and 49 United States. And that was all over the course, like I said, of 5 years. Now, while we were traveling, we were really meeting a lot of unique families and people from different backgrounds and cultures that at the end of the day, through our interactions, shared with us something that was missing when it came to the development of children in our world nowadays and in education, like this gap that we were starting to notice. No matter where we went, we could be in India or in Australia or in South America, and it was still the same everywhere. Something was missing. And this was something that we had been raised on. So we had a lot of background in it, and it was soft skills. It was life skills. It was communication and networking and relationship skills and mindset development. And these were all things that we were raised on. So now that we're traveling the world and meeting people, we're like, they're really not teaching this here. You know, children are not getting this soft skill set that is necessary for really leading a fulfilled life, not just a life where you get the 9 to 5 and you get the good job and now what, it's a fulfilled life that we're all after. So that's what we felt was missing. And we came up with the idea of starting a coaching business and program that would be able to help fill this gap and teach the youth these skills that we were learning. So during those 5 years, we went through a lot of drafts, and we came up with 8 core topics. And those are mindset, goal setting, habits, health, relationships, grind stands for grind, revenue, opportunity, work, they know, yes. So we have all these topics, and we're working to build them in a way that when we're teaching them, the kids can actually understand. And the best part about it is, while we were building this program, we were also kids ourselves. So now that we're older and we're able to fine tune things, it's from the perspective that, you know, can be understood at a young age. So that's Kids to Kids coaching. It's an online self-development program. We offer it in many different formats, but that's really how it got started. And I'll let Imahkus share a little bit about the impact that that's supposed to be making on our youth today.
Yes. So our passion and our purpose and really how we're planning on serving the world with this platform is how we describe our vision, right? And our vision is to impact the kids of this generation as well as future generations. We do that by teaching these crucial life skills that Aasha mentioned are not taught in a regular school system. They're not being taught there. Kids aren't getting that from that education. So we're trying to fill that gap with these life skills that we're teaching in Kids to Kids coaching. And the reason we want to do that is because life is going to include challenges. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you're going to have challenges in life. And we want them to be able to face those challenges and come out of those challenges and overcome those obstacles as a better person. They're coming out happier, they're coming out more fulfilled, like she said, which is the ultimate goal. And so that's why we've created this platform for that reason. Not only do we want them to have fuller and happier lives, we also want them to be able to make more informed decisions, mature informed decisions, be emotionally mature, be able to have conversations with people, network with people, create connections, and just go through life with a more sound foundation. Yes, so that's more of like our vision, our purpose, and our why. And I can let Destiny talk about kind of our mission and exactly how we plan on doing those things I mentioned before.
Yeah.
Before you get started, Destiny, I want to say this, and I'm sure I'm going to get some hate in the DMs, and that's okay. I'm built for it. But my hope and prayer is that you all expand to the point where this is worldwide and so impactful that you put people like me out of business. And I say that in all seriousness because I am helping specifically women right now in their 40s, 50s, sometimes 60s, who are learning what you are teaching young people. And so if you can grab, I really want to cry right now. If you can grab young people at a young age and teach them these things, then they won't need someone like me in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. You all are so necessary. And I wanted you to hear that because I know you understand the magnitude of what you're doing, but I wanted to put it in a different perspective. I want you to go forward with the mindset, with the desire, with the hope that you put people like me out of business. Because if you do that, then that means people who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s at that time will have lived better lives. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We are so grateful for people like you who support us in this effort, because our mission is to build a worldwide community of kids who are on the same page, who are united in thinking about not just now, but thinking about the future, about their future, how they can impact their kids' future and their kids' futures. Because I believe like every generation should be better.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt.
Right, because if our parents are putting all this work into putting so much of their selves, so much of their knowledge, so much of what they can afford and pouring it into us, we need to do the same thing and bring in that more knowledge and put it into our kids. And I think thinking about it as something proactive. And this is something that a principle that we grew up on also, growing up in a health conscious home, growing up in a clinic or a wellness center, where the main thing was we don't want to have to fix issues. We want to make sure that we are proactive so that you don't have issues, so that we don't have to fix you. We don't want our kids to grow up and as adults and have to be fixed. I mean, all these business gurus, life coaches, they are fixing adults that that used to be traumatized kids.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
And adults are paying tens and thousands of dollars to sit down and listen to these gurus. So kind of helping kids, and it's mostly about tools. It's about belief in yourself. It's about confidence, because we're all going to have adversity as we go through adulthood. What differentiates this adult and this adult is this adult can actually believes that they can go and handle those issues that come in their day-to-day life. They believe in themselves. They have the tools necessary to do so. And we want to make sure that we bring in those tools into the kids before they leave. As a like, I'm not a parent, looking forward to it one day. But when we're talking to parents, we know that parents want the absolute best for their kids, absolute best. And we want to make sure that we create an affordable way and an easy way to do so. You know, when your kid leaves home, you want to make sure that, like, that's all. By the time they're 18, depending on what culture you're in, most of these kids are gone, and you just hope and praying that whatever you poured into them for those 18 years, they can handle themselves. They can stand up strong. They can be financially free. They can be happy. They can be fulfilled. But unfortunately, in today's day and age, we're seeing a lot of unhappy kids at such a young age. Kids who not comfortable with their bodies, who are being bullied, cyberbullied, who don't know how to communicate, who don't know what are good and bad relationships, and so on and so forth. So we want to make sure that we can help out and hopefully solve this issue.
Yeah. Just to touch a little bit on what Destiny said about how parents want the absolute best for their kids. That is the truth. The thing is, a lot of parents don't know what they should be giving their kids, how they should be helping their kids so that they don't make the same mistakes that they made, you know, and then now they're later on in life and you're seeking that help to, again, fix whatever has happened in their childhood. And so the parents again are looking for how to break that cycle, but don't necessarily know how. So that's why, again, we're here to do that, to help with it.
I'll build off of that into a little bit more about the program itself. So with the program that we've created in the 8 core topics, they're all based on the main areas of life. So we really want to hit all the main areas of life so that the foundation and the base knowledge that the parents who didn't get it when they were younger can now give to their kids through our program. So what we're really doing is what we're trying to get into is into the classroom, into the American curriculums and even the global curriculums, and incorporate into it these soft skills. We don't want to just teach our kids the math and the science and the history and the language. You know, they need more than that. They need the soft skills and the interpersonal skills that will really take them far in life. You know, that will really help them stand out from the bunch that is not getting that, well, I wouldn't say it's not, but it's more focused on the hard skills. You know, it's about balance. That's what life is about. It's just really about balance. So our 8 core topics, the mindset that we start with is really like giving them that, opening up their mind and giving them that knowledge, like, I can do so much better. This is how I can adjust my perspective to view the challenges that I'm facing and overcome them. That's the first thing we start with, that mindset, because you can't do anything with the negative one. And then we really move into the practical stuff. And that's what we really want to get into these classrooms, the practical stuff. It's like habit creation. How are you getting rid of these bad habits? How are you adding good habits onto your belt? Goal setting. Oh my gosh. Like, we don't realize the importance of that. But if you're not working towards something, then what are you working for? You know, you're not getting anywhere. You're just in this like hamster wheel over and over again. Same thing, same cycle. So what are we moving towards? What do we want to accomplish? And how can we accomplish it in a way that we're fulfilled throughout the process? Because what we don't want to teach kids is that unless you get here, you can't be happy.
That's right.
Unless you accomplish this and get this, you can't enjoy life. That is one of the reasons we're all failing, is because we're not enjoying the process. So that's this full circle that we're coming around at with Kids to Kids coaching topics. Is we're going to show you how to get all the way to the halfway on the circle. And that's, all these goals and all these tools and these networking skills, these communication skills, and even these economic skills and financial literacy skills. We're getting you all the way halfway. But now, how can you how can you enjoy the learning process and enjoy what you're going through, even the challenges, you know, so that you can get to the end, and not even the end, but to another starting line and be like, that was great. I enjoyed it. I feel fulfilled. My life has purpose. And I'm going to go and accomplish something else that's going to change someone's life or make a difference in this way or one way or another, even if it's just in my kids' lives, you know? So this program is really like, it's really filling that gap, you know, that has been, we've seen over and over and over again for generations. So we really do hope that as we're working to really perfect our program and offer it to as many people as possible, that we can get in schools and that we can find a way to change in some way and better in some way the curriculums that are being taught to the children now. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that.
You know, one thing that really stands out to me is when I talk to women in my life coaching business, one question that I ask them is, what is your life vision? And historically, the answer is, I want to be financially free. I want to take care of my family. You know, and I have to tell them, that's not a life vision. That's a goal. Your life vision is completely different. And so what you all are doing is helping these young people get on the right path so that, again, they don't have to come and see someone like me 20 years down the road and not know what their purpose is and not know what their life vision is. And on that hamster wheel, you know, that insanity wheel of trying to hit a goal. We all know hashtag goals is all over the internet. It is everywhere. The issue with it is people say hashtag goals, but their goals are not aligned with their values. Their goals are not aligned with their purpose. Their goals are not aligned with their vision. So they're just making movement that is just taking them in circles. And they don't know why they're frustrated. And so you all are really cutting all of that off. That's like the fat that's being cut off, the dross that's being cut off, and helping these people to move forward. I'm really, really excited. And again, I say, again, I may not be here, you know, because the young folks that you're coaching, you know, 30, 40 years from now, I don't know if I'll be here or not, but, you know, hopefully they won't need someone like me when they're, you know, in their 50s, in their 60s. I am so, so thrilled for the work that you all are doing. And I encourage everyone that's listening, you know the areas that you've needed coaching in. Now it's time to step back and say, okay, what areas can I get from my children? So take a moment to really think about how you can get your children in a place that you wanted to be for the last 20, 30 years. So can someone tell us how to get in touch with you, with your website, and what does it look like to get in touch with you? Is there a consultation? How does that conversation go? What does that initial interaction look like?
Yes. So we do have social media platforms as well as a website. Our website, it's kidstokidscoaching.com. And on our website, we have options to do live coaching with us, group coaching with us, if it's, you know, multiple kids and you're trying to get a package for all of your kids. And we have, you know, in person, we have one-on-one coaching as well, live one-on-one coaching. And so the way this works is you have once you're interested, you have like you said, like a consultation with us to talk about exactly what you want from your kids. If you want all the topics, if you want just specific topics, depending on what you're looking for and what's most important for your child to be learning right now. And then from that consultation, we can take that and then put it into a personalized program for your child. And with that, we're also, so that's our one-on-one coaching, our group coaching. We're also coming out with a self-paced online program that's going to be coming out soon. So everybody should be looking out for that. And on our website, we also have a newsletter. So if you're interested in keeping up to date with what we're doing, sign up for our newsletter, as well as follow us on our social media platforms, which includes Instagram, Facebook, which for those, our handle is at kids2kids_coaching for our Instagram and our Facebook. Yes. Anybody else want to mention anything else about what we have coming up?
Yeah, I definitely want to also mention that because we're trying to impact and get in touch with as many kids as possible, what we're also doing is we're looking for partnerships with different schools and organizations in Richmond. So if you're watching this and you know of an organization or you are an organization and you want us to come in and focus on one topic, maybe it's for the span of 4 weeks, and we come in once a week or something like that, or maybe it's just a one-time talk or conversation, or maybe you want us to offer a larger package deal for your school, for your classroom, we can definitely work with you to offer as much value as possible to you and your kids. So that's something we're definitely looking for, is school partnerships, organization partnerships. That would be in person in Richmond, but we're also very flexible in the sense that we can do Zoom and we can do that virtual world as well. Because right now what we offer is the one-on-one live Zoom coaching. And then we can also offer in person if you're in the area. So those are all the options there. Again, that's on our website at kids2kidscoaching well, you can email us at gmail.com, but our website's at .com.
Yes. And I also wanted, oh yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I also wanted to mention that we do community events for kids as well as women in business events. So we've had, in the past, we've had a vision board creation event, and we're actually going to have another one. I believe it's October 22nd. Correct me if I'm wrong, Aasha. Yep. October 22nd, we have our part 2 for the vision board creation event, which is going to be in Richmond. If you're in Richmond and you want to attend that event, details for that is on our Instagram and Facebook. And then, like I said before, we do women in business events. We've had a couple of those for students at the Virginia Commonwealth University, and we're still going to be doing more of those in the future. So to stay up to date with all of those community events, follow us on our social media platforms, because all of that is there.
Yes.
Awesome. I love it. Any last words of wisdom from any one of you?
I would just say is, if you're watching this, make the decision now to change the lives of your kids. Do that now. Don't wait until it's too late and they now have the same problems you've had and the same challenges you've had. Give them that tools now. The earlier, the better. That's what we say. The earlier, the better, because it never hurts to start early. If they, no matter the age, just communicate with us and we will find a way to give them as much knowledge and tools as possible, so that when they get out into this hard, cold world, they can smile and they can feel prepared and they can truly enjoy the life that God has given us. Yeah.
I will also say, for those who don't have kids and are still listening in, you can still be an impact in kids' lives. If you have friends or family members who have children, or you just know some people who could use it, or kids that could use this program and this service, don't hesitate to reach out to them and then connect us and tell them about what we're doing, because that is another way you're serving the next generation, even if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
That's good. Awesome.
Well, ladies, thank you so very much for stopping by and really dropping all of these jewels, these gems, these tools and tips for our listeners. This has been absolutely amazing. I am almost like speechless. I don't really know what to say other than thank you, a heartfelt thank you for what you're doing. in our community, and just the fact that, as Black and brown people, we need this. We absolutely need this. And so again, a double thank you for that. So folks, we have had another great episode of Go Be Great with Coach Karena. I am your host, and I will see you all on the flip side. Bye for now.